Well, we should just say that there is supposedly, the last I saw, a cloture vote scheduled for 2:30 p.m. today in the Senate. And on the eve of this vote, it is looking like perhaps this may not pass in the Senate. In other words, they may not get 60 votes. They may not be able to close debate on this. And everybody has been talking about the real problem for the TPA is going to be in the House, because you've got a lot of right-wingers there who are saying, how can I give President Obama this Tsarist-like authority? But it could actually be going down in the Senate too, or at least tied up in the Senate. Sherrod Brown the other day, and President Obama has been going around. He gave an interview with Matt Bai, who the go-to guy if you want a stenographer who is going to do a little hippie punching, right? Like Matt Bai just comes out of the work. I mean, he is going to have less and less work, it seems to me, down the road, because I just think that beat, talking to Democrats who want to bash the left, I think is getting smaller and smaller. He writes for Yahoo now.
Oh, okay. From New York Times to Yahoo.
Well, now, Michael, don't be that way. Michael just said from New York Times to Yahoo. Who knows? Who knows? Now, you'd be sat down with the president of the United States. It doesn't matter where you're coming from, right?
I have laryngitis.
So, President Obama was at the some Nike facility, headquarters, and Sherrod Brown took exception to his statements there about the TPP. And Sherrod Brown released a statement saying, if the president wants to have a real debate, he should release the text of the Trans-Pacific Partnership and let the public and press review it before Congress grants fast-track authority for him to rush it through. And then he basically pointed out some misinformation that the president delivered. The Obama administration predicted that the South Korea free trade agreement would create 70,000 jobs and deliver up to $11 billion in exports. Instead, it only increased U.S. exports to Korea by $1 billion, while Korean imports have skyrocketed to more than $12 billion. The growing good trade deficit with Korea has eliminated 75,000 jobs in the last 3 years. Then in the Hill this evening, recounts the fact that the Wall Street Journal, not only did Harry Reid basically say we need a package that will involve 4 other measures along with fast track. Wall Street Journal reported at the end of last week that Ron Wyden, who had made a deal on the Finance Committee with Orrin Hatch, he told colleagues in a lunch meeting that fast track should be combined with the other bills. And then yesterday, Republicans accused Wyden of backing out of the deal, which is good news. With most Democrats now demanding that all 4 trade bills, fast track, TAA, which is, I think, a retraining bill, a customs enforcement bill, and a package of trade preferences for African countries move in a single package, Mitch McConnell will have trouble rounding up enough votes. So, in other words, kudos to Harry Reid, who has figured out a way of putting in or may have figured out a way of putting in a poison pill.